There is a book, mysterious and forbidden, that speaks of angels who fell, giants who roamed the earth, and prophecies of a cosmic battle that shaped human destiny. Hidden from Western eyes, it found sanctuary in the Ethiopian Orthodox Bible, where it has remained for centuries, guarding truths that could change everything. Today we venture into the depths of the Book of Enoch, where the unseen becomes seen. Why was this ancient book cloaked in shadows and hidden from the world for centuries? What truths did it dare to reveal about the fallen angels, their forbidden unions with humanity, and the giants they brought into existence? More importantly, why does its prophecy about the Son of Man echo across time, as though whispering forgotten secrets directly into our present? Stay with us as we pull back the veil on Enoch's visions, unraveling celestial battles between light and darkness, and uncovering why this forbidden text might hold the keys to understanding the ultimate fate of our world. Could it be that the Book of Enoch exposes too much of the unseen spiritual realm, too much about the origins of evil, and too much about the end of days, so much so that it was intentionally removed from the Western Christian canon? But this book was never lost to all. For centuries, it has been carefully preserved in the Ethiopian Orthodox Bible, guarded as sacred scripture and passed down through generations like a hidden treasure. Unlike in the West, where it was deemed too dangerous, too revealing, and too controversial, in Ethiopia it remains a revered testament to divine mysteries and cosmic order. The Book of Enoch is not a single text, but a collection of 5 distinct books, each revealing hidden truths about the heavens, the watchers, and the destiny of humanity. These writings blur the line between the spiritual and physical realms, offering a glimpse into an ancient world where angels walked among humans and divine judgment was openly declared. Why did the Western Church reject it? What knowledge did it seek to protect by keeping this book buried in obscurity? As we walk through these 5 ancient sections, we'll reveal the hidden forces that shaped history, and uncover why the Book of Enoch continues to captivate the minds of seekers to this day. The ancient Book of the Watchers opens like a gateway to forgotten realms, where the boundary between the physical and the spiritual dissolves, revealing a hidden history written in the stars. It whispers of celestial beings, luminous in their origin, who gazed upon the world of mortals with yearning. These beings, the Watchers, divine emissaries sent to guide humanity, soon found themselves entangled in earthly desires. It was their descent, a cosmic rebellion against divine order, that changed the course of existence forever. Their leader, Semjaza, stood at the precipice of decision. His heart, once aflame with divine purpose, burned instead with longing for the forbidden. One by one, the other Watchers, 200 in total, swore an oath to follow him. Together, they crossed the boundaries set by the Creator, descending into the realm of men, where the skies darkened with the weight of their defiance. What began as fascination soon spiraled into a consuming obsession. The Watchers took human wives and begot children, the Nephilim, beings of great power and unparalleled size. But with their strength came destruction, and with their knowledge came chaos. The Nephilim, described as giants in the ancient texts, were more than mere physical anomalies. They embodied corruption itself, predators who devoured the earth's resources and led humanity into ever-deepening darkness. In Genesis, we glimpse their presence through veiled words. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. Yet what Genesis leaves in shadow, the Book of the Watchers unveils in full light, a tale of forbidden unions, celestial rebellion, and the collapse of harmony between heaven and earth. With each passing generation, the corruption spread like a disease, gnawing at the very fabric of creation. The Watchers, once bearers of divine wisdom, turned into teachers of forbidden arts. Azazel, one of the most notorious among them, revealed the secrets of metalworking, teaching men to forge weapons of war. Others introduced humanity to the dark mysteries of enchantments and the manipulation of celestial bodies, opening doors that were never meant to be opened. As the earth groaned beneath the weight of this corruption, the heavens took notice. The cry of the righteous reached the ears of the Most High, who watched as the world he had created teetered on the brink of ruin. A council of archangels was summoned: Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel, warriors of light, charged with restoring order. With the authority of the Eternal, they descended, their presence shaking the foundations of the earth. It was Michael, the great commander, who confronted the rebellious angels, binding them with chains of unbreakable light. Gabriel, swift and fierce, purged the wickedness they had spread. Raphael, the healer, brought cleansing to the land, while Uriel, the keeper of cosmic knowledge, illuminated the hidden truths that had been darkened by deceit. These celestial guardians cast the watchers into the abyss, a prison of shadows beneath the earth, where they would remain until the final judgment. The flood that followed was not merely a punishment, but a purification, a divine reset to cleanse the earth of the Nephilim's corruption and restore balance. The waters rose, covering mountains and sweeping away the echoes of rebellion. Only Noah, a man found righteous in his generation, was chosen to carry humanity into a new dawn. The parallels between this divine act and the great flood in Genesis are unmistakable. Yet the Book of the Watchers offers a deeper, more haunting perspective on the flood's true purpose. But the story does not end with imprisonment and floodwaters. The Book of the Watchers speaks of a prophecy yet to be fulfilled, a time when the imprisoned angels will face their final judgment. Enoch, the prophet and seer, was shown visions of this future. He saw the Son of Man, radiant and majestic, seated on a throne of glory, descending to bring justice to both the living and the dead. This cosmic ruler would separate the righteous from the wicked, casting the fallen into eternal darkness, while ushering the faithful into a realm of light beyond comprehension. Even today, the visions of Enoch continue to echo through time, their messages hidden in plain sight. They speak of cosmic battles and celestial secrets, of knowledge that was lost and must now be reclaimed. The Watcher's tale is a reminder, a warning that not all wisdom leads to enlightenment, and not all power is meant to be wielded. There are doors that must remain closed, paths that must not be walked, for the price of curiosity can be far greater than we imagine. For those who seek the deeper mysteries, the Book of the Watchers is not merely a story, but a map, a guide to the unseen forces shaping our world. The celestial and the earthly are forever intertwined, and those who dare to explore the ancient truths may find that the answers lie not in the heavens above, but in the quiet whispers of forgotten realms. The Book of Parables, also known as the Similitudes of Enoch, takes us beyond the physical world, into a realm veiled in mystery, where human fate intertwines with the grand cosmic order. Here, in the heavenly courts, the fabric of destiny is woven, and each thread represents an ancient truth long hidden from mortal eyes. Enoch's vision is not merely a glimpse of judgment. It is a revelation of cosmic harmony, a prophecy stretching beyond time, offering us a rare glimpse into the spiritual architecture of existence. In this sacred space, the Son of Man emerges, a figure of infinite power and eternal grace. He is no mere symbol. He is the keeper of divine justice, the one who separates light from darkness, the righteous from the wicked. His presence is overwhelming, a force both merciful and unyielding, whose gaze penetrates the deepest recesses of the soul. He sits upon a throne of radiant light, surrounded by angelic hosts, each one shimmering with celestial energy. Every word he speaks becomes a law written into the very bones of the universe. In the heavenly courts, there is no delay, no error, and no escape. God himself, the Ancient of Days, presides over these courts, surrounded by angelic witnesses and the elect, souls who have remained steadfast in their faith. Unlike earthly courts, which are flawed and fleeting, these divine chambers operate in perfect harmony, beyond human comprehension. No sin goes unnoticed, and no virtue is forgotten. The destinies of angels and humans alike are weighed, and eternity unfolds before Enoch's eyes. Enoch's vision takes him deeper still, beyond judgment into the heart of prophecy. Here he beholds the Son of Man as the cosmic ruler, holding the fate of all creation in his hands. Not just a judge, he is the eternal protector, guiding creation toward a promised destiny. His arrival signals the final balance, the culmination of divine justice, where the wicked are cast into eternal punishment, while the righteous are welcomed into a world renewed, a world reborn in divine light. But these heavenly courts are not merely symbols of the past. They are reflections of timeless truths, truths that echo across the ages. In the ancient scrolls of Enoch and the pages of the Gospels, we find the same vision, a prophecy of a cosmic reckoning and the triumph of light over darkness. The Son of Man is not a distant figure of myth. His presence permeates the fabric of existence, offering a promise of justice and renewal. His role as a cosmic judge is a reminder that no power, no force of darkness will escape the divine gaze. What if these visions were more than just ancient allegory? What if they hold secrets meant for us today? Imagine the possibility that this text, long hidden, holds the key to unlocking our collective destiny. As the fallen angels meet their fate and the righteous rise into glory, what role do we play in this unfolding drama? Are we witnesses, or are we participants in a story much greater than ourselves? The Son of Man stands at the threshold of time, bridging the heavenly and the earthly, calling us towards something far beyond what our eyes can see. His role is not just to judge, but to restore, to bring balance to a world thrown into chaos by ancient rebellions and forgotten sins. In his hands lies the fate of the cosmos, and yet in his eyes we see not only justice, but hope. A hope that the darkness will not prevail, that the righteous will inherit the earth, and that the heavens themselves will rejoice. The Book of Parables paints a picture of the final days, a time of heavenly reckoning when the forces of light and darkness will clash one last time. Enoch is shown a world on the brink where humanity teeters between judgment and redemption. He sees the rise of false rulers, chaotic wars, and disasters that shake the very foundation of the earth. But he also sees the dawn of a new creation, one where justice reigns and peace flourishes eternally. In the closing moments of his vision, Enoch hears a whisper carried by the wind, a call to all who would listen. It is not a command, but an invitation. Repent, awaken, prepare. The message is clear. The time of judgment is near, but so too is the time of redemption. The Son of Man stands ready to welcome the righteous into his kingdom. The question that remains is, will we be ready? The Book of Parables is not just a record of ancient events. It is a map, a guide for those who seek the truth beyond the veil. It is a cosmic warning wrapped in divine love, a reminder that the heavens are watching, the books are open, and the choices we make now will ripple into eternity. The fate of the cosmos is unfolding before us. What role will you play in this grand design? Could it be that this prophecy, hidden for centuries, is calling you now, inviting you to see beyond the surface and step into the eternal mystery of creation? In the Astronomical book, also known as the Book of Heavenly Luminaries, we are invited to step beyond the veil of earthly perception and witness the hidden mechanisms of the cosmos, a grand clockwork designed by divine hands. Enoch finds himself guided into the celestial expanse, where the sun, moon, and stars are not mere objects of light, but sacred instruments of harmony. They move as if in an ancient dance, their steps precise and purposeful, governed by unseen angelic forces that maintain the balance between heaven and earth. This vision is far more profound than a simple description of the skies. It is a revelation of the spiritual architecture that sustains creation itself. Enoch learns that time, the changing seasons, and even the rise and fall of human fortunes are bound to this cosmic rhythm. The sun and moon are the keepers of divine law, and their movements dictate the holy calendar, an eternal pattern meant to keep humanity in perfect synchrony with the will of God. But unlike other ancient texts filled with astrological speculation, the astronomical book speaks not of fortune-telling, but of divine harmony. Enoch is taught the secret of the solar calendar, a perfect cycle of 364 days, divided into 12 months of 30 days each, with a 13th month known as Pegum, an interlude of 5 or 6 days that marks the completion of the year. This period is not simply an afterthought, but a sacred pause, a time of reflection, cleansing, and realignment with the divine order. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church, perhaps alone in the world, has preserved this solar calendar, embodying the very teachings found in the Astronomical book. In contrast to the unpredictable shifts of the lunar calendar, which leave holy days drifting and festivals untethered, the solar cycle stands as a symbol of stability, a reflection of God's immutable design. To stray from this calendar, Enoch warns, is to risk falling out of alignment with the sacred order, to wander into a state of spiritual dissonance where chaos reigns. Enoch's vision takes him deeper into the workings of the heavens, where the celestial bodies are not lifeless orbs but living symbols, each with its appointed angelic guardian. The stars are watchful sentinels, guiding travelers through the night while silently communicating the mysteries of the universe. Their movements are not random, they are the pulse of creation itself. In the Book of Job, this divine governance is hinted at. Can you bind the chains of the Pleiades? Can you loosen Orion's belt? Can you bring forth the constellations in their seasons, or lead out the bear with its cubs? Job 38:31-33. Every constellation, every shift in the sky is a message, a reflection of spiritual truths written in light. The stars speak in whispers, declaring the glory of God without words. As Psalm 19 verse 1-4 reveals, the heavens declare the glory of God, the skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day they pour forth speech, night after night they reveal knowledge. Their voice goes out into all the earth, their words to the ends of the world. In this vision, the heavens are not silent. They are alive with divine intent. But Enoch is also warned of what happens when this cosmic order is disrupted. If the sun, moon, and stars falter in their paths, it is no mere astronomical event. It is a sign, a harbinger of spiritual disorder and rebellion. The angelic forces that guide the luminaries grow restless, and the balance between heaven and earth is shaken. Such disturbances are not confined to the heavens, but ripple across creation, manifesting in wars, famines, and the collapse of moral order. The Pagum period, the mysterious 13th month, becomes a time of reckoning, a sacred mirror that reflects the state of the world. In Ethiopian tradition, it is seen as an opportunity to realign oneself with God's plan. For the faithful, it is a gift, a chance to step back, renew their covenant with the divine, and prepare for the new cycle. For the unfaithful, however, it is a time when hidden sins are revealed, and divine judgment draws near. Enoch sees this judgment unfold in the heavens. The stars dim, the sun's light weakens, and the moon turns crimson as the cosmic balance is broken. The angelic overseers of the stars weep for the fallen world, yet their lament is not the end. Even in the darkest visions, there is a promise of restoration, a prophecy of renewal where divine order will once again prevail. The celestial movements, once thought to be mere physical phenomena, are revealed as messages from the divine. They remind humanity that everything in creation, from the turning of the seasons to the rise and fall of nations, follows a divine pattern. Those who heed these signs find themselves in harmony with the eternal plan, while those who ignore them risk being swept away by the tide of disorder. Enoch's journey through the astronomical book leaves us with a question: are we living in harmony with this cosmic rhythm, or have we lost our way? The heavens still declare God's glory today, their movements a silent but constant invitation to return to divine alignment. The stars wait, their light unfaltering for those willing to listen. In the ancient corridors of time, veiled from mortal eyes and buried beneath the sands of forgotten centuries, Enoch was drawn into a realm of visions, dreams heavy with symbols and cosmic truths. He stood at the threshold of the unseen world, where shadows whispered secrets and the heavens shimmered with divine light. A prophecy unfolded before him, revealing a great cosmic history wrapped in allegory and divine mysteries, where the fate of nations was intertwined with the rise of beasts, celestial battles, and the ultimate triumph of the righteous. In these visions, the sheep, God's chosen, wandered through a perilous land. Wolves lurked in the shadows, their eyes burning with hunger, while lions tore at the flock, merciless in their pursuit. The beasts were more than mere animals. They were the manifestation of empires that sought to enslave and destroy. Egypt, Assyria, Babylon, all were symbolized in this dreamscape as ravenous predators. The sheep cried out for deliverance, their voices carried by the wind into the infinite sky. Then, amidst the chaos, the heavens opened. A light surged forth, brighter than the stars themselves, illuminating the darkened earth. Out of the light emerged a white bull, radiant, unyielding, and majestic. Its presence was like the dawn breaking after an eternal night, a harbinger of divine justice and the promise of restoration. This was no ordinary creature. It was a symbol of the coming Messiah, the one destined to gather the scattered flock and establish an eternal kingdom of peace. But before the dawn, there would be darkness. Enoch's visions grew darker, revealing a world on the brink of collapse. Wars erupted, disasters raged, and wicked rulers rose, spreading corruption across the earth. The heavens trembled as the balance between good and evil hung precariously. Enoch saw celestial courts convene, a great hall where thrones were set and the Ancient of Days took his seat. Angels in radiant garments stood at attention, their eyes blazing with divine fire. Books were opened, each one containing the deeds of men and angels alike. The righteous stood before the throne, their hearts trembling yet hopeful, while the wicked tried to flee the light, their shadows stretching endlessly behind them. Judgment was at hand. The archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel descended, their presence shaking the very foundations of creation. They bound the rebellious watchers, casting them into the abyss, a place of eternal darkness reserved for the fallen. Yet even in judgment there was hope. Enoch was shown the dawn of a new creation, where the heavens and the earth would be restored to their former glory. The sheep, once scattered and oppressed, were gathered by the white bull, led to green pastures under an eternal sky. The stars above sang a song of harmony, their voices woven into the fabric of creation. In this new kingdom, there would be no more pain, no more suffering. Lions lay down with lambs, and the once predatory beasts became protectors of the flock. Enoch's final vision was one of triumph. The Son of Man stood at the center of it all, his presence radiating peace and power. His throne, surrounded by angelic hosts, shone brighter than 1,000 suns. He stretched out his hand, and the righteous were raised to glory, clothed in light. The wicked, however, were cast into the abyss, their cries fading into silence as the gates of the eternal prison closed behind them. The heavens grew still. A new era began, one ruled by peace, justice, and righteousness. Enoch looked on, his heart swelling with the knowledge that the struggle had ended and the promise of renewal had been fulfilled. But the question remains, could the visions of Enoch be more than ancient allegory? Could they be a warning for our time, a glimpse into the last great battle between light and darkness? The ancient scrolls do not answer these questions outright, leaving the mystery to unfold in the hearts of those who seek the truth. But one thing is certain, the day of reckoning is coming, and those who walk the path of light will find themselves written in the book of life, while those who stray will face the abyss. The choice is yours. Which path will you take? In the twilight of Enoch's visions, the veil between the earthly and the celestial realms is drawn back, revealing a cosmic battlefield where the forces of light and shadow wage their eternal war. The heavens rumble with divine power as celestial beings gather, radiant and terrible in their beauty, standing as guardians of a justice older than time itself. Michael, the great captain of the heavenly hosts, descends in brilliance, his eyes blazing like twin suns. His sword, forged in the fires of eternity, gleams with unquenchable light, ready to pierce through the darkness that once sought to corrupt the world. Beside him stand Gabriel, the messenger of divine judgment, and Raphael, the healer of souls, each radiating authority, their wings shimmering like rivers of liquid silver. They move with purpose, binding the rebellious in chains of celestial fire, chains that no earthly hand could ever forge or break. The abyss yawns beneath them, a chasm so deep that its depths devour all light, echoing with the laments of the fallen. This is the prison of shadows, the place of eternal exile for those who defied the divine order, their cries lost in the endless void. In the midst of this judgment, the righteous are gathered along a path of dazzling light, a river of pure brilliance that flows toward the eternal kingdom. Their faces shine with peace, their burdens lifted, as they are welcomed into the golden embrace of the Almighty. They step forward, their feet no longer bound by the weight of the world, guided by angelic beings with voices like celestial choirs. And yet, for those who refuse the call to repentance, the vision grows darker. The abyss waits, its jaws gaping wide, ready to swallow the unrepentant whole. No plea can escape its grasp, and no cry for mercy can reach the heavens from its depths. Here, the weight of their choices becomes an eternal burden, a fate worse than the death they once feared. The celestial court stands in perfect balance, where every soul is laid bare. The angels, those silent watchers of the ages, now become warriors of justice. Their wings, like sheets of flame, carry both the promise of redemption and the certainty of judgment. Each soul is called forward, their deeds revealed beneath the piercing gaze of the eternal judge. Time itself seems to stand still as the books of life and judgment are opened. It is not a judgment in earthly terms, where appeals can be made or justice delayed. This is the tribunal of heaven, where every thought, every hidden motive, every secret is laid bare in the unrelenting light of truth. Nothing is hidden here. The righteous ascend into everlasting light, their tears wiped away forever, while the wicked are cast into the abyss, a place where even memory is consumed by shadows. But even in this solemn vision, there is a thread of hope. Enoch's words are not merely a warning, they are a call to return to the light, to seek the river of life that flows from the eternal throne. He urges those who walk in darkness to lift their eyes and see the brilliance that awaits, the promise of a new beginning, a new creation, where all things are made right. And so the angels stand watch, their swords poised, their wings outstretched, ready to carry out the will of the eternal. The battle between light and shadow continues, but in the end, light will prevail. The river of life will flow on, and the gates of the eternal kingdom will remain open for those who choose to follow the path of righteousness. As we stand at the threshold of time, ancient echoes from the Book of Enoch beckon us to gaze beyond the veil of the visible world into a realm where cosmic forces clash and destiny is written in the stars. This ancient text does not merely recount events, but unveils a prophetic narrative, one that transcends time, revealing the eternal struggle between light and shadow, good and evil. The fall of the Watchers and the rise of the Nephilim mark the turning point in a cosmic war. These celestial beings, once radiant, succumb to forbidden desires, leaving their heavenly posts to mingle with mortals. Their rebellion unleashed chaos upon the earth, birthing giants who ravaged creation and spread corruption. In response, the divine forces rose to restore balance, led by Archangels Michael and Gabriel, who became guardians of divine justice. But this battle is far from over. Could the visions of Enoch be a warning, echoing into our own era of global unrest, natural disasters, and shifting powers? His prophecies speak of wars, chaos, and tribulation, a world engulfed in turmoil before the ultimate judgment arrives. Are we living in the very days foretold, where ancient prophecies unfold before our eyes? In the end, the Book of Enoch is not just an ancient relic. It is a mirror reflecting our time, urging us to recognize the signs. It is a summons to awaken, to witness the unseen forces shaping history, and to prepare for the arrival of the Son of Man, who will usher in an eternal kingdom of peace and justice. The question remains, will we heed this ancient call, or will we too be swept away in the tide of history? Throughout the Book of Enoch, we are offered a glimpse into the great beyond, a realm where both the righteous and the wicked face their ultimate destinies. For the righteous, Enoch unveils a vision of boundless peace and radiant light, a place where time dissolves and harmony reigns eternal. It mirrors the promise in the Book of Revelation: He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain. Revelation 21:4. But for the wicked, the vision darkens. Enoch describes the abyss, a chasm of unending torment, where the fallen angels and all who rejected the divine path are imprisoned. It is an image that echoes the lake of fire in Revelation, a stark reminder of the consequences of turning away from grace. Yet, even in the face of judgment, Enoch's voice remains a beacon of hope. His final message is a call to repentance, a plea to return to the path of light before the doors of mercy close forever. His words transcend the centuries, resonating with a world still searching for meaning and direction. In the chaos of our time, could it be that Enoch's warning still holds relevance? Are we being called, even now, to choose between the fleeting shadows of the world and the eternal light of a greater truth? The choice is ours to make. Will we listen? If you're fascinated by mysteries like this and want to explore the hidden truths of ancient texts, subscribe to Path to the Unknown and join us on this journey into the unexplored. There are many more secrets waiting to be discovered.